Hi guys, I'm going to make you this video just in case I'm not here tomorrow. Not feeling so great. So this is the next page in our packet, and it is a review from last year, so hopefully you're feeling pretty confident. Okay, so this is the elimination method, and the elimination method works upon the properties of equality and the fact that you can add equals to equals and they're still equals. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to try to get the equations to be in the same format. And generally that's standard form, which is ax plus by equals c. And that's just a style that we write the equations in, similar to slope-intercept form is a different style. Okay, so that's called standard form, and it basically goes x, y equal sign number, x, y equal sign number. And what you want to do is you want to get both equations into this format, and then you want to try to get additive inverses. So when I look at this, I notice that the positive y and the negative y will cancel because they're additive inverses, and that would give me 4x equals 20. So now that I have 4x equals 20, I have a single equation with a single variable, which can be solved. So you divide by 4, and you get x equals 5. Once you get your x equals 5, you have the first part of your ordered pair, but you don't have the whole ordered pair. So you just go back and you pick one of the equations, you substitute in, so 2 times 5, I know these pens don't work great, plus I don't know y equals 11. So 2 times 5 is 10. 10 plus y equals 11. So y has to be 1 because 10 plus 1 is 11. And that's how you find the ordered pair. So you look at the two equations and you basically want them to be in standard form. So standard form again is x, y equal sign number. So x, y equal sign number, x, y equal sign number. Then you look to see if you have additive inverses. And if you do, then you add the two equations together. Divide by 2, and you get y equals 3. Now that's just one part of your ordered pair, the second part actually, the y. And then you go back and you find x. So 2x's plus 3 times 3 is going to equal 7. So 2x plus 9 equals 7. I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides. That gives me 2x equals negative 2. Divide by 2, and that gives me negative 1. And that's my ordered pair. Okay, so for the first one, I got 5, 1. And you can always graph it if you want to double check, or you can go back and substitute again to double check. And I got my second one, I got negative 1, 3. Okay. So you always need something to be additive inverses, and essentially you want standard form. So the 3x subtraction y equals 2, I'm going to change that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that so that the y's cancel out. So I'm focusing on that positive 2y. And I know that if I have plus 2 and minus 2, that'll give me 0. So I'm going to multiply the entire top equation by 2. So that gives me 6x's subtraction 2y, which is what I was going for, is equaling to 4. Now be careful, a lot of people forget about the other side of the equation. So you have to multiply the entire equation. So now when I add those together, I get 7x equals 14. Divide by 7, and I get x equals 2. And that's the first part of my ordered pair. So then I go back and I substitute that in. So 2 plus 2y equals 10. Subtract 2 from both sides. So 2y equals 8. Divide by 2, y equals 4. So my ordered pair is 2, 4. And again, you can graph this if you want. You can go back and substitute and check if you want, okay? So we're looking for basically two things. The first thing we want is standard form. Standard form, x, y, equal sign, number. x, y, equal sign, number. The second thing we want is additive inverses. And you can choose to work with the x's or the y's. It's really just a matter of what you see and how comfortable you are with what you're multiplying by. So for this one, I'm going to multiply the bottom by 2 because I'm sticking with that 4x and I'm focusing on that 4x. You could have chosen to focus on the 5y and multiplied the bottom by -5 so that the y's would cancel. It's really just a matter of what you see and what you want to do. There's no one way that's better than the other, but do be careful. You have to do the 2 times the 8. That is the most common mistake. So now I got 7y equals 28. Divide by 7, and y equals 4. That's the second part to my ordered pair. I do need to go back and find the x. And you just find the x by substitution. So I'm going to use 4x plus 5 fours, which is really 20. And if you feel like going straight to the 20, you're good with that. Okay, anything that's considered, simple math, you are absolutely allowed to do that in your head. That becomes -8 by subtracting the 20 from both sides. And then I get x equals -2. So that's the other part to my ordered pair. Sometimes I just do a quick mental math check. So I go back and I'm like, okay, 4 times -2 is -8. 5 times 4 is 20. -8 plus 20 is 12. I know I'm right. Okay, -2 times -2 is +4. +4 plus +4 is 8. I know I'm right. So sometimes you can just go back and do mental math. Okay? All right, so these are your practice problems. Good luck. If you have any questions, send me an email. I know you can do this. Again, look for standard form. The first 2 systems are, and then you just have to write yourself some notes. So when you write yourself some notes, come up with 4 or 5 good things that you want to tell yourself, okay? Think about standard form, think about additive inverses, think about most common mistakes that you don't want to make, and write yourself some good notes. And hopefully I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.